Okay, everybody, I think we're live again. Give me a moment. My hands are absolutely freezing. This is our last attempt for the day. If we go offline again, we're done for the day. Just because things are just not working well. I don't know why it's happening. It's happening. I can't do anything about it. But let me see if we can get going again. Let me just back up here. Hold on a second. Could be a little later. Let me sit you down. Like I said, this is our last attempt. If things don't stay running, well, we're done, okay? I have to say, it's always frustrating when we have signal issues or whatever the issue is here. It's always frustrating for me. It's not easy to deal with it when, I'm walking. It's bad enough in the car. It's even worse here, when walking. The pond looks pretty, I'll have to say. Even though it's covered with ice, at least it's not covered with the dirty, dingy snow that we often see, at times. We've lost a lot of time just dealing with these signal issues. Or I don't even know if it may have been signal issues, I don't know, but it doesn't matter at this point. We're running out of time. I am hearing small birds. I believe they're maybe chickadees. Things are quiet here, unsurprisingly. With the pond largely frozen or at least covered with ice, most of the activity is going to be near the feeding garden and the open area of water. But you never know, we might see something out here. I keep hearing smaller birds. I'm not sure where they are. I think they're chickadees, but have to be careful here on these boardwalks, because what happens is, it snows, then it kind of melts, and then when it refreezes, you've got ice here. and it makes for some treacherous walking. Wherever you are, show yourself. Let's keep moving. I don't like hurrying through sapsucker like this, but I only have so much time in the day. Oh, I hear a pileated. I thought there was someone pounding, and it may have been. Oh, no, that's not it. I did. Okay, well, it doesn't sound like it was close. See, that's why you come here in the winter and you may see something good. You may see, get a good look at a pileated woodpecker or something. And we've had some over the years. We've had some nice looks at pileateds and other woodpeckers here and other things. So it's worth coming here in the winter. I know, it's not officially winter yet, but it's starting to feel that way. But the point is, it's not just summertime. I will admit, things are different in the winter. I mean, there do seem to be more birds here overall in in the warmer months. But you can get some good looks at things in the colder ones. Hope everything can stay up and running while I'm here. Just looking around a little bit. We've got, here, and this is not quite as well traveled. We're not on an odd path here, but it's not quite as well traveled as one we were just on. And you can see it's snow and leaves. Despite the connection issues, do I hear something? Maybe not. Despite the connection issues and my hands, it's a nice walk actually. But very quiet. There don't seem to be any geese or really anything around. So, no one's vocalizing. And I doubt any geese are going to be coming into the pond. Maybe a few, possibly. I doubt too many will be coming in with it being frozen like that. I don't know if they have been anyway, but maybe I should have skipped sapsucker altogether. And, you know, I just got through saying how it's always, you know, so often good to be here year round. And I still feel that way. But maybe we would have been better off just going to the campus. Still, depending on what you're looking for, I mean, this is some pretty scenery. Just heard a bird of some sort, probably a chickadee. Now, I can, with reasonable certainty, say that some areas, like, for instance, the fuller wetlands will probably be frozen over. So we'll probably skip those altogether, just given how much time we have. I'm hearing some small birds. They sound like chickadees, maybe. Not sure. I did see in my approach to Sapsucker, as I was driving up just before the that last intersection with the traffic lights, and two trees not far from each other, one hawk in one, another hawk in another. So it was nice to see two red-taileds as I was nearing Sapsucker Woods. I wouldn't say they were in the woods though. I mean, it's a little far away and on the other side of the road. And it was nice to see them anyway. And overall, you could say that we've had kind of a quiet day. I didn't see much in Montezuma. We saw some things, but it's not like we saw lots of ducks or anything like that. We saw the sandhill cranes, but not as well as I would have liked. I hear somebody. Who's that? Canada goose flying overhead. Kind of an odd call from it. Good luck. I love Canada geese. That is an odd call from a Canada goose. only goose we've seen here today. But we obviously haven't seen much here, and we didn't see much on a relative basis in Montezuma, but in between locations it was nice to see those snow geese. I'm tempted not to even bother with this, walking this way, but you never know, we might see something. No, I'm not seeing anything. Let's keep going. We won't have much time. I wouldn't mind looking more closely, but time is an issue, as it so often is for us. I don't know why this stretch here just, I mean, it's not like there's that much tree cover, but so often maybe it's just maybe that is the fact that there's not much tree cover and the sun hits it, but so often it just melts right, much more quickly than the other areas. Maybe it is a factor of the sun. When you come here regularly and over a long period of time, you do start to know the place, and you start to notice patterns of various sorts. So all of a sudden a question like that pops up and I ask it out loud, although I've noticed it over time. I don't know about the rest of you, if you start to, because we've been here as often as we have, if you feel like you actually kind of know the place or not. And I'm sure maybe most of you have never been here. I've heard from people over the years, they come here and they do feel like it was familiar just because, they had been tuning in, they come here for the first time and they felt they knew their way around. When we go to Montezuma, which is more often than not anymore, we don't have as much time to walk the trails here. So like walking on the other side of the road is kind of a rarity for us anymore. So my point is we don't really cover all the trails by any means. Did I hear a robin? This would be one of the areas where you might expect them if they're wintering. Sorry. Not much activity to be seen, but still a pretty scene. You can tell the pond really isn't frozen. I wouldn't have expected it to be frozen solid by any means. But the ice is certainly thicker than it had been, last time around. I think I just heard a hairy. Is it a hairy woodpecker? Maybe. Hairy or downy. I don't know if we'll have much time, but I think we're going to make it to the campus to look around. Do I see a heron? Why are you here? Go south, please. I was thinking earlier, I was like, we won't see a heron here today. I mean, things were largely frozen, and I don't even want to see a heron here today. Look, love you, birdie, but I want you to leave. Awesome. I don't know what to call it, but awesome. Now go south. All right, we're gonna move. I probably could have seen that maybe a little better from here. One more look. Sorry, my hands are clumsy with gloves. This could be the last time we see a heron this year. It's possible. All right, we have to get going. You never know what you'll see. You never know. Now, I want to point out, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago. We were seeing herons last year, or I should say last late fall and winter into January. We saw one, I don't remember the date, but we saw one in Montezuma, and it was either well into December, maybe early January. So, cardinal. Hi, cardinal. Northern cardinal, male. Hey, baby. Good to see you. Beautiful bird. Beautiful bird. And, I also spoke of how, a few years ago, we had a tour on Thanksgiving, and I think it had been kind of snowy that day. And, on and off, and then, even at the end, it cleared up and kind of got sunny. And anyway, it was Thanksgiving Day, and I had gone home, and I'm unpacking the car and putting things away, and I look out the window and I saw a heron, you know, down below in my view, and the snow started coming in, and you know, I always remember that one. You know, my understanding, I've heard it from, I don't know where, I think reasonably good sources, that, you know, the herons, they don't go until they have to. And, you know, once things clear out in terms of areas that are good for fishing, then they move on. And I guess this same person kind of said that they don't necessarily, like, you know, a heron here won't necessarily go all the way to, like, Florida. They'll just go as far as they have to. You know, I don't know if that's true, but maybe that's just how, you know, great blue herons are. You know, there are other species that that have long migration routes, and they, you know, they'll pass through an area and they'll keep going, even though in terms of food maybe they don't have to, but they do. They'll go anyway. Anyway, we're gonna head to the car, and I know it still seems like it's kind of light, but it's getting dark fast, especially here, you know, in the lower areas. Up in the sky it might be lit for a while, but we don't have much time if we want to go find, hopefully, a hawk on campus. Or two. But you know, I know we didn't see much, but there's some scenery, a great blue heron, a few other birds here and there. I know we had technical issues, I apologize, but I'm glad we were here, I guess. Okay, let me put you in here and get things situated as quickly as I can. I need a minute or two. Oh, no, you don't. See if we can get things going here. Okay, all right. Oops. Oh, the hat here. Oh. Okay. No, we don't want to hear this. Nice sapsucker. Thanks again. I did see a starling here earlier also. I forgot about that as I drove in. Parking lot lights are on here. We don't have much time. I don't know if we'll find a hawk or not on campus, but we'll try. It's getting very dark in a hurry. We may not have time to see anybody. Oops. Oh, come on. Sorry. I messed up. Sorry. out in front of everybody. Very slowly. Oh good, maybe they're turning right. Really not the right way to drive, but I guess what we should expect. They're gonna get a beep of a horn from me. Because that is no way to drive. And you might say, oh, how can you do that? Well, it might save her life if she drives more carefully in the future. No, we don't want to hear this. And don't want to hear this either. But we'll listen. Sympathize with the people who have to come out and work on utility lines in the cold and in the dark. I don't know if you saw that Verizon truck. I had one to be working on wires now. I didn't want to work on my own wires. We were at saw some geese on the golf course. Yeah, and more geese. Hi geese. Canada geese. We're gonna have to be very lucky to see anybody here tonight. It's dark. Took out the tennis courts. They're gone, I believe. They're moving along, I guess. Here on this expansion of North Campus. How to cross right towards, for lack of a better place to go, Sage Hall. You never know. Actually, you know what? I'm doubtful, but we'll check anyway. No sign of anybody. Let's turn here. I'm not going to go all the way in just because we've got traffic up ahead. Oops. Shoot. Oops. I won't say anything if you won't. Wait a minute, did I see something? See something? I doubt it. Definitely don't want to hear this song. Sorry, I just don't. Oh, great. Thanks. Did I see somebody in here? Nope, sorry. I didn't. Just an illusion. you down if we don't see anybody, but I think you understand. It's only partially my fault. I'm gonna blame the snow geese. We would have had extra time here on the campus, I think. So if you're upset that we're not seeing, you know, Big Red and or Arthur, blame the snow geese. I'm sure glad we saw them. You know, to me, it's always good to see them because, you know, we never know if our timing is going to be right to see them. You know, they pass through, and they don't necessarily stay around for long periods of time. You know, the sandhill cranes, they come through and they seem to stay a while and feed and rest, and that's, you know, that's fine. The snow geese don't seem to be quite like that. They pass through and they may be around for a day or two, maybe, and then they're gone. And you know, not every area works for them. It's true that not every area works for the sandhill cranes either, but I may be wrong, but I believe that, for instance, the view from East Road down onto the Knox Marcellus Marsh, you know, if things are frozen over, or if, let's say we've had a dry summer and fall, and there's no water there, you know, it may not be a good draw for the geese, the snow geese. No, we don't want to hear this. That's not really tour approved music. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not tour approved. Let's switch playlists here. I didn't even look at Bradfield now I think about it, but yeah, it's dark up there. We'll check one more area. If we don't see anybody, we'll have to call it a day, I think. believe we'll be seeing anybody today. It's too dark. One more song. No, not this one. Oh, why not? Only since it's been good to be with all of you today. think we're out of light. I would be happy to continue, but we're out of light. I see a couple deer off to our left. Be careful, babies. Stay away from the road. Anyway, we're out of time. And we come to what I always feel is the worst part of the tour, and that is the end. You know, I see a couple very bright, I guess they're stars in the sky. I'm wondering if one of them is a planet. Could take a look. Oh, maybe we can. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. Let's see if I can drive up here. Can I get a look from here? Definitely. The other no, it's too low now. It may just be a star, but we'll take a look. Okay. I'll take a quick look. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I think it's Jupiter. Yeah, and with 4 moons visible. Hold on. Where'd it go? Just a quick look, and then we're calling it a day. And let me darken it up a bit and see if maybe we can discern some colors. Maybe not. Oh well. Everyone, I want to wish you a good night. Thank you for joining me. I want you to be well. Hopefully you'll have some good birding on your own. And we will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.